It's no secret that exfoliation is the key to soft, radiant skin, but there are some challenges as well. Makeup artist Morgan Davidson is here with some different methods and products that you can use. Good morning. Thanks for joining us on a holiday Monday.
I know, yeah.
What have you brought for us?
Lots. Yes, so exfoliation is one of those things that we know we're supposed to do it, but there's a lot of different kinds of exfoliation.
Right.
How often should we do it?
Okay.
So, I like to break down exfoliation into 3 categories. So there's physical exfoliation. So those are things like your scrubs, like washcloths, body, tools, things like that. You've got your chemical exfoliations. So that's your serums, your cleansers, your toners that you look for ingredients like glycolic acid, lactic acid, or salicylic acid, which is really great for acne.
Okay.
And then finally, there's enzyme exfoliation. So that is when you pull in some fruit-based ingredients, and they're very gentle, which is really great for sensitive skin, mature skin. So there's something for everybody.
So why is exfoliation so important? Why should we be doing this?
Right. So our skin naturally sheds dead skin cells, but they sometimes like to linger a little too long, especially as we get older.
Right.
That process slows down. So it just helps with things like product absorption, treating common concerns like dullness, hyperpigmentation, and it's also really great for unclogging pores. So any breakouts, acne, it helps treat that.
So how can we incorporate exfoliation into our daily routines? What should we be doing?
So that's where knowing your different types of exfoliators comes in handy, because you can do it from very mild to very strong exfoliation. So on this side here, we have something like this scrub. So that's like a physical exfoliation. And I like to say you do something like that maybe once a week. It's it's like medium intensity, I'd say. And then you look at your cleansers, your serums, your toners that have those chemical exfoliants. So these are great. You can get them in varying strengths. At a mild strength, if your skin can tolerate it, you can do that daily. You can work that in every day. But then you can also work your way up to stronger formulas where it's actually almost like an at-home peel, and that's something you can do monthly. So it's a deeper treatment. So I like to say look for lactic acid, glycolic, and salicylic, and something like these peel pads. I love these from IDC Dermo, or a toner, and then these peels from U Beauty and Dermalogica are really fantastic.
So how often should we be exfoliating? Is this an everyday thing?
Yeah. So those like I say, those mild formulas. So really low percentage, low strength, especially lactic acid. I really love that for every day. And then your enzyme exfoliator, that's also a really great daily option if you want. This one I love from Miracle 10. It's their enzyme scrub. So it's kind of a little bit of both chemical and enzyme together, or physical rather. And that's really good even just a couple times a week. So having it in the mix in varying strengths is really, really great for your skin.
And is it all trial and error, or is there a formula we should look at when we're picking up a bottle and say, okay, this is going to be right for me?
Right. So I would say salicylic acid, if you see that on the label, great if you have acne-prone skin. If you see lactic or glycolic, that's good if you're treating, aging concerns, and look for those mild, they usually indicate that they're a lower strength or that they're mild. And then something like enzyme or a physical scrub weekly.
Okay. This is not just about the face either. This is the whole body.
No, this is the whole body. That's something really key I like to flag to people is in this skincare in general, we're very fixated on our faces, but we have a whole body. So I like to say, keep note of those same ingredients, enzyme, those acids, or those scrubs, and reach for, body scrubs, but you can also reach for lotions that have those formulations. And one I really like to flag is the hands. We really neglect our hands, and this is like an exfoliating treatment from Canadian company, so great. So even working that in is also good, because you don't want to forget, below the chin. It's very important.
Very important. Get the whole body. Listen, we got 20 seconds. Quick tips for men. They should not ignore this.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Men tend to have thicker skin and are a little more acne prone. So I would say look for that salicylic acid toner, work that in daily, and don't neglect the exfoliation, because you guys have the rougher skin.
Great tips. All the links up on our website, chch.com.